Formula One teams are rushing to drop crypto sponsors as the industry plummets in value. But just how did F1 become so tangled up in crypto? What are cryptocurrencies? Cryptocurrencies are a digital currency which acts as an alternative form of payment. They first became a thing in 2009, but in recent years it has exploded in popularity. And some of the sums involved is enough to buy every team on the F1 grid multiple times. In order to buy crypto, you have to go through a crypto marketplace, which is where some of the more recognizable names begin to appear. Brands like Cryoto.com, Coinbase, and eToro all have huge numbers of users on their sites and even more money swirling around on them. How is Formula One involved? In recent years, the world of crypto has sunk its claws into Formula One. As with any new industry, each brand wants to establish themselves as the number one choice. And what better way to make sure your brand is seen by millions of eyeballs? Sport. Think back to any Formula One race in 2022, and you will have subconsciously seen dozens of logos for various crypto markets. Crypto.com sponsored all 3 sprint races as well as the Miami Grand Prix, but the one partnership that has received the most attention is Mercedes and FTX. FTX explosion. FTX has very much become the poster boy for all things wrong with crypto. The now bankrupt company was a cryptocurrency exchange that was only founded in May 2019, but in 2021, it posted a revenue of $1.02 billion. Its rapid expansion became visible in the real world, nowhere more so in Formula One, with the company sponsoring an event at the Miami Grand Prix, and crucially at Mercedes, where the FTX logo was given a spot on the W13's nose and on the rear wing end plate. Perhaps it is symbolic then that the year Mercedes had the most troubles on track was also the year FTX and its owner, Sam Bankman-Fried, would come crashing down. The company, founded in 2019, created their own cryptocurrency known as FTT. But trouble began when Changpeng Zhao, the chief executive of the world's largest crypto exchange and FTX's main rival, Binance, sold the stake he held in FTX back to Bankman-Fried. He received a number of FTT tokens in exchange, but in November 2022, Zhao said he would sell the tokens after expressing concerns about FTX's financial stability. As a result of one of the world's leading experts on crypto publicly denouncing the company, the value of FTT plummeted as investors were spooked, and as traders rushed to withdraw, the company found itself with an $8 billion shortfall. The collapse was complete when FTX filed for bankruptcy in November 2022, with Bankman-Fried later arrested on criminal charges. In the same month that the company filed for bankruptcy, Mercedes removed the FTX logo from their car. As was the case with the 2008 housing crash, it did not take long for the dominoes to fall. Red Bull dropped Tezos in December, Ferrari followed suit in January and dropped Villas from its sponsor list, and it seemed only a matter of time before the rest of the grid does the same. The crypto problem is far bigger than just Mercedes. While Mercedes have been used as the leading example, they are by no means the only ones to have got into bed with some kind of crypto platform, and all the results are largely the same. 9 of the 10 current teams have a crypto sponsor, with Williams being the sole team free of any such deal. A report by Sports Illustrated in November showed the staggering drop in value that all F1 team sponsors had occurred, with the investments now being worth a fraction of what they were just a few months beforehand. Overnight houses, savings and investments were lost, and while Formula One teams can hardly be blamed for the collapse of an external industry, the question can be asked of should they have done more due diligence. Formula One teams should have done better by their fans. When a team agrees to have a logo on its car, it gives that brand a seal of approval, which is then seen by their incredibly dedicated fan base. The reality is, if a die-hard Mercedes fan saw FTX on the side of their team's car, then they would naturally lean towards that marketplace more than any other. Therefore, every team, and even the sport itself, has a responsibility to ensure they are not promoting companies that are actively bad for their fans. Formula One has a history of this as well. Following decades of sponsorship, smoking companies were banned in 2006 by the World Health Organization, but it's unlikely an external body will step in this time round. By dumping their crypto sponsors, Mercedes and the other constructors on the grid may suffer a financial loss as a result of the industry's collapse. But it's not them who are the real victims. It's the ordinary, everyday people who put their savings into something they believed was respected and safe, regardless of the warnings in the smallest of fine prints. Livelihoods lost, houses lost, savings lost. As is the case with any financial collapse, it is not those that caused it who suffered most, but instead those that believed in it. Formula One teams must do better and appreciate how influential their name can be in providing credibility to a company. It is time they ignored the many dollar signs pouring into the account and started thinking of the fans that trust them. Thanks for watching this video on the ongoing problem of crypto in Formula One. Be sure to watch some of our other videos on the channel and also subscribe so you never miss a video.